Now, for the whole video. Before Origins, Crimson Nightfall has been a demo project for countless years, spanning from 2021 and as recent as 2025. So I've been in the demo phase for years, but I am very happy to get out of it. I made the Origins riffs back in 2021, so during the very, very early days of Crimson Nightfall. But for production is new. I didn't rush it like I did for my college demo, Posting and it's not the album version, by the way. It's the demo version, which should be on screen. Origins would have come out sooner, but during the first few years of Crimson Nightfall, it was financial hell. Literally, when I first started Crimson Nightfall, it was acoustic. It took me like a lot of money and a lot of budgeting to get me to where I am up to now, you know? Not just that, 95% of the time was pretty much focused on post-teen angst. But yeah, if Origins would have came out, at the very start, so when I was like 17 or something, it would have been fully acoustic. And this is a metal, hardcore, distorted music sort of project, not acoustic. It's nice, but it's not what I'm going for. Now, finally, there's 3 major releases left. 3. 1. Midnight the Unholy Mass. This is the next release that's coming up, by the way, and it's going to soon be in production. This release will have a definitive edition. Definitive meaning like, hopefully, complete version. Unholy Mass, I think it was meant to come out in 2022 or something, but yet again, I was focusing on posting angst. Not just that, I think a full-ish version came out, but acoustic. But I didn't want it to be, acoustic. The metal songs, not acoustic, So the final version will have my vocals on it too. I've not done vocals recorded since, again, the college demo. But yeah, this upcoming release will be metal and punk based. That's all I'll say for now. 2. Post-teen angst. Now, basically, it's the whole reason why I started Crimson Nightfall. Because, prior to Crimson Nightfall, I was listening to a lot of metalcore music, pop punk, post-hardcore, the screamo, panic chords type, that dissonant, a bit of deathcore, and a tiny bit of hardcore here and there. Post-teen angst is the music I love from when I started Crimson Nightfall to now. I still love it, I've been listening to this sort of music since I was 17, maybe 18 years old. Prior, I think just heavy metal really. So Post-teen angst will have a definitive edition. As of currently, it's not in production yet. Unholy Mass is first, then Post-teen angst. Now finally, the corpus with demos. Since last August just gone, so August 2025, I started prepping some songs for my second album called Corpsewood. It'll be similar to Post-Teenage Angst, but it'll be more inspired by hard rock, thrash metal, and a bit of early death metal. So late 80s, 90s death metal. So when thrash metal slowly transitioned to death metal. So I don't know, it's basically thrash metal with death metal vocals. Kind of like the early 80s, kind of like the early 90s. And it's going to be the first release to be downtuned. The tuning is flat standard. Yes, E flat standard. It's not a big deal, but the previous material is in E standard. Now, why down tuning to E standard, E flat standard, why is it a big deal? Crimson Nightfall is a project to me, so with every new era, will be progressively down tuned. Well, not just down tuned, but heavier. And my future releases will suit to my taste and the genre. So, for example, if I was in fucking A standard or something, I'd probably be making slam, brutal death metal, MySpace deathcore, crabcore type shit. I make music based on my tastes and the genres that I think that suit the sound. And finally, after the 3 major releases are done, I'll be taking a break from music because I need time to recharge my batteries. Not just that, there'll be more video content like this than production. I got a load of video content that needs to be done. So I'll be uploading more, just not producing more. Make sense? And then after all the video content's gone, finished, finito, I'll be taking a massive break, a large unknown break. But don't worry, Crimson Nightfall isn't ending. I just need a break. That's it. But then I'll be focusing on my main project, which is Ariak. I don't know how long the break is going to be, but for Ariak, I have four. I have four upcoming albums in the works for Ariak. I'd talk about them, but this is not an Ariak video. This is not EDM electronic music. This is metal, hardcore, heavy music type shit. But yeah, thank you for listening. I am beyond happy that my debut single is out. And with each release I slowly try to get better. Check out Origins, which is out now. My other videos, my other releases, music material on YouTube. And I'll see you next time. See you later.